Alrighty, welcome to this Friday night fun cast. I'm your host, Etch. We've got Lampy with me today. We've also got Trip. We're gonna do a three-way fun cast here, because why limit ourselves to just two? But we've got Inora, Mortis, and Fury on the deck here. Lamp, what's your thoughts?
This could be a spicy matchup for sure. Fury's always, out there doing great things. Haven't watched a lot of Inora Mortis, but excited to see him.
For sure, Trip. You're back from vacation. Not that you're never on vacation, but
my life is a vacation.
yeah, I guess you took a vacation from vacation. So what are we doing? Working?
The island life was so stressful. I just had to get away and go to a different island. Yeah.
Right.
Life is rough.
I heard that Etch had a whole bunch of updates for the awesome casting deck that he wanted me to do, so I just ran away. That's what happened.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
heard work, and you got on a boat.
Yeah. Yep. But we are gonna have some awesome casting updates coming soon. We're not gonna let Trip get away that easily. But let's go ahead and talk about bans that these teams have given us. So from the Fury side, let's see, we've got Suburbia and Snow Peak off the table, both S maps. And from Inora Mortis, we've heard Quarantine. I'm not sure what the second ban of theirs is. Maybe they didn't ban a second. Maybe they said we're only afraid of Bazaar. We're not afraid of anything else. So who knows?
Yeah. That's strutting
Quarantine.
your
Quarantine.
strutting your confidence there when you only throw one ban into the mix.
Could be a psychological game, I mean, maybe they're like, Fury won't know what to do if we only send one ban.
Pick whatever map you want to play. We'll play you.
I don't think Fury knows what to do most of the time. They kind of fly by the seat of your pants style team.
Yeah, speaking of Fury, let's talk about them. They're a longtime team, headed up by GT4U2View, a resident IVRL official. He's one of our community managers. We also got Mobster, War Within, Bald-Headed, who seems to be back, playing Onward. That's always fun. We'll have to stay away, keep the camera away from him. And then we've got Wilson Delta also on the Fury side.
Yeah, in Inora Mortis, we have 3 members so far have joined us in the lobby. Chili Ghost, Night Owl Gamer 101, and I mean, how do you want to pronounce this one? Blichting? BLKTG. I don't know if we.
I'm gonna call him BLK.
There we go.
I might say BLT.
I call him BLT.
I might say BLT by accident, but
I think we just gave him his new name. So.
Yeah, BLT.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of Inora Mortis. They're a relatively new team, right? Who have they played already this season?
Well, looking at their roster, or not just their team in the IVRL website, most of them are US with a couple Canadians. It looks like Shank the Ronin is Canadian and BLT is Canadian, but the rest seem to be US. At least that's what they're representing. At first, I thought maybe they were an EU team because I haven't seen much of them.
So trivia here. Someone answer this. What is Inora Mortis? What does that mean? Latin, probably. Let's find that out.
I didn't hear no "Hey Siri," so at least that's good.
See what the Google has to say. What does Inora Mortis mean?
I got nothing.
So the English, my memory translated, it talks about death, Reaper.
Mortis is death.
Mortis is death.
Yeah, from
In
death.
our death?
Death Rose.
Edge of Death?
So they're a dark team. We're just gonna go with that. They're
Yeah, something about death. I mean, their logos, what are they? They're like skulls, right? I think it's skulls. So maybe I don't know if they're If they're saying their enemies are gonna die, or they're saying they're gonna die, both are possible. Who knows?
Anything's possible in Onward.
This is true. Well, we're still waiting on these teams to start up, but let's go ahead and take a look at the standings from week 1. Okay, let's make sure they can hear us. That would be useful. Okay, almost there. Okay, people can finally hear me now. Great, and we can probably hear, let's see.
The second one of you?
Possibly a third one of me.
Third one of you.
I think we're good now. I think we're good. Great. Okay, so they can hear us. They can see the standings. So, from NA, we've got 32 teams. I think it's up to 34 now going into week 3. But this is our set of standings for the start. It's pre-seeded from the Summer Showdown. And then the week 1 results were in. So definitely a lot of room for movement. We've got a long season ahead, so excited to see where it goes. But both of these teams, Fury are ranked 21, and Order Mortis are ranked 25. So sort of middle of the pack right now. And we'll have to see where they climb after this game. We're trialing out our new SRS system. Everybody's learning as we go, so we will see what the climbs and the downfalls look like.
So we're still waiting on 2 from Inor Mortis. We've got all 5 in from Fury. What are we looking forward to? We're starting off on the tank objective on Bazaar, the newest objective. Right, they haven't added any since I've been gone. Right, I'm not trying to sneak one in on me. It's been a while since I've played.
Yeah, it's the newest when the two new ones came out. So yeah, you're not wrong in the assessment that it's one of the newest ones. So there's 2 spawns, right? I guess let's take a look at that. If I could get things working. So, let's jump into game view and let's draw out the spawns and what to expect.
Oh, we're breaking out all the fancy toys.
Bringing out all the toys. Something's gonna break, but it's okay. So, we've got our spawn. We got 2 spawns, right? We've got one behind the Kiat, right at North Street, and then there's one in the northwest. So, I think personally I like that northwest spawn because I feel like going east early doesn't. It's tough. Like you can't make that cross without a heavy investment, and then Volk can really move around a lot. So personally I like I think getting west and getting to the middle street is the route. So when you get that northwest spawn, even though it's a further one, you can actually get south quicker. I don't know. What do you guys think about the 2 spawns?
I think that.
Go ahead, Trip. No, you go.
All right. Okay, I'll go. I like the south spawn. I like pushing up through the south very aggressively, splitting ice cream truck and the southeast courtyard, and just kind of rolling up on them heavy force because they're going to split. Obviously, your defense goes north and south. You want to determine where the attack is coming from, but if they split heavy one side, you can potentially punch through.
So
yeah, I agree as well.
Is south attack. What about you, Lampy?
Yeah, I agree as well. The south attack, I feel like you can get further and closer to the OBJ without getting spotted, and you can stay undercover longer. That northeast courtyard has become somewhat of the new meta in trying to push and attack. This OBJ, it seems like a lot of defenders will take part up in that north, and then that blue room also near OBJ. There's always somebody looking at your northeast crossroad there, so it's very hard to cross that road. Unless you have a ton of smokes and you don't get pre-fired through the smoke. So that south push is nice just because you can stay more undercover and get closer. But sending one guy maybe to the north, to try to draw some attention is always good as well.
Yeah, that northeast courtyard is definitely somewhere where it's easy to get grenades and utility onto target and onto the objective. And so it's just good to have someone there, like you said. But that guy could also potentially just get killed as they're trying to make their way there. There's so much area to cross.
Right. Yeah, I think it's tough. It's tough making that cross. That because you've got to have a heavy investment of smoke, and this blue room angle is really powerful. I think very rarely do you see an attacker able to neutralize that blue room angle other than with smoke. Now, I think a 203 could be really interesting, potentially take that out and then get across. Still might need some smokes because you can, have other angles that look there. Like even from that pallets, right? You can watch and defend that northeast cross. But, if someone was to sort of orchestrate a blitz attack and you get that quick bazaar spawn and you send, a fast push that way, it could be powerful if you can get the right lineup of picks and kill those defenders who are, kind of watching that. But yeah, I think south attack is the way to go personally. Despite both spawns being in the north.
So we're all going south. That's what we're saying. We're all taking the south approach.
That's correct. Yep.
So Kai goes south, Tempo goes south, and SMC goes south.
Hey, I think it's the meta. I think we've just identified the meta.
Yeah. I mean, going that northeast cross, you got to have great utility usage on your team. You got to have people,
right.
Even though you have 5 smokes, it doesn't mean your team is going to place them smokes in the right position. We've all been guilty of, hey, we're going to smoke this cross, and then you get to the middle of the street and you're like, oh man, there's a 10-foot opening right here in the middle of the street, right? So just because you have all the smokes on your team and you can throw them all, it's all about positioning and make sure you do get full coverage there as well.
Right. So I have heard from the teams that looks like Mortis is having some tech issues. Possibly 2 of their members are. So I think they're taking the time out, but we'll kill the time. We'll find a way to kill the time. Let's talk about the map pool, huh? We've got Arctic, we've got Sand, we've got Abandoned. How do you guys feel about Abandoned?
Wow, it's downfall with suburbia attached to it almost. It's big and it's new. I feel like for me, if you find a team that is currently practicing a lot on Abandon, you're going to have a huge advantage if you can get to play that, because I don't think you only get 2 bans with a large pool. Most teams, percentage-wise, obviously, with the odds, are not going to, ban Abandon. So it's one of those maps that if you become really good at, you could probably get an easy victory if you are practicing as a team.
I really like Abandon. It's no old Abandon. I was a big fan of old Abandon, but it is a very, very fun map to play, and it's definitely bringing something new. You do get that close range. You can get that bounding cover movement, and then you got those long range angles that you can also deal with. So it feels really good, and I like playing teams on it.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's big. It brings something new. It's got some complexity to it. A couple of them have like 4 or 5 spawns. I don't think we've really gotten to understanding the map to the nuances where that matters. But there's also a lot of like terrain. It's like there is a king of the hill element to it, like who's got the high ground. But I'm very excited to see like when teams really get the reps and the hours into that map, what we end up seeing out of it, which will be exciting. What about how do you guys feel about the new Sand?
Rip?
I haven't had a chance to play it.
What?
The expanded Sand. Wait, no, I did play it. The expanded sand with the playground or the soccer field in it now. I did play
Yeah.
it once. Yeah. And the ability to go all the way around the outside of the map. It's different. We were already not great at the original sand, and now we're even not greater at the new
Not-
sand. So not greater.
Not greater, much more
Yep.
gooder.
Much more.
No, I like. I've always been a big fan of sand, and the expansion of it did throw a big wrench into it, just because it got 2 to 3 times larger, which is not always a bad thing. I think Koi's did a wonderful job in it, and they did have that issue in the beginning of everything being penetrable. But as we can tell with the map makers and their very quick responses, he was able to resolve that and get some guys some more coverage. I don't know if they're loading in. They are 4v4. Looks like Wilson Delta switched sides.
Yes, indeed. So looks like Fury are going to be helping out that team and still giving us a show here. Mortis is forfeiting map 1, but we're still gonna have a game to cast.
Is Wilson on Fury? Or
Wilson
he...
is on Fury, yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure if
Yep.
he was a reservist and they just like kind of handed him over.
We don't need you anymore.
I know you wanted to play with us, but you can't.
So we've got
And
BLT.
here we're gonna see that.
Yep, at the northeast. He does get that first pick on the GT we were talking about.
Yeah, GT in a very aggressive position there, farther out on a defense than he really needed to be.
The Mob's got a nice angle holding on to him, and he does get him. 3-3.
We got 2 in that northeast courtyard. Chili Ghost and Night Owl trying to clear this courtyard right before they make this cross on the street.
Yeah, and then Wilson putting down some fire, maybe to distract Mobster as well. Maybe he spotted Bald-Headed, I don't know.
Mob's positions is also looking all the way down what we like to call Broadway, so he does kind of have that cross cover too, as long as he stays focused on that. So keeping everybody here on the north side going to help his team.
Nice flash into Mob. Bald-Headed, though, finds Delta, swings around and finds Chili, too. Saving his teammate.
He's on me. He's on me. And he's
Mobstar calls out Night Owl. He knows where the last man is. Night Owl can't really go get the res, but he gets picked up through the crack by Mobstar.
Fury take that first map. That was quick. What did we see there?
Well, we saw that quick pick in the northeast there onto GT, which would preventally opened up that cross. Those guys just never got across that street after that. They hung out in the northeast courtyard a little bit too long and didn't cross the street.
Yeah, for sure. But this is going to be a quick one. We're getting right back into it. For folks who missed the first bit, Mortis did forfeit this map, but they're still going to play it out for some gamesmanship, giving us a cast to have here. So I expect some real aggression from Fury.
We're going to get mirrored spawns too. North spawn from Fury. But it doesn't look like they're going to push as aggressively. They're actually going to try and cross south. They want to get across that main street.
Yeah, GT
They're
does
making the
get
cross.
across.
They got spotted.
That owl gets shot at, but takes refuge behind the tank. Who was that? That was Bald-Headed covering while GT made that cross. Meanwhile, War Within and Mob have worked their way sort of into the middle of Bazaar here.
Mob's trying to clear out that scaffolding, make sure no one's hiding out on it. War Within picks up one. Another very aggressive defensive position from BLT, pushing out into the Bazaar. Unnecessary forward position on defense, and he's pinched between two people. I don't know if his plan would have worked out had he even gotten the first kill.
Well, I think if War Within wasn't, you know, in Kiat, he had an opportunity to maybe try to get behind him. With him there, definitely was not possible.
Nora Mortis really doesn't have any coverage on OBJ either right now. I mean, Night Owl was the one guy on the tank objective, but he did move off to Blue Room. It's pretty dangerous to remove yourself from OBJ view. Like, nobody has view on OBJ whatsoever currently.
Chili and Mob
right on
about
top.
to exchange. Mob is confused.
Mob's like, where'd those shots come from?
I got the blue room guy.
I didn't even know you
Flash.
could get behind that toolbox. I don't believe.
Yeah, Flash came out, but just was a little too late. I think Chili could have just been more patient there. He could have had an easy kill onto Mob.
So there's one in that little area that's in the southeast corner, like that area that has all the wood and shit. There's definitely one there.
Bald with
GT bald-headed, and just running down the street with no weapon in hand. Just
Oh my god.
picks them both up.
Oh, wow.
No.
Not to mention bald-headed with a 3-sentence long description of where Night Owl was last.
Mob's out in the middle of the street. He gets taken out. Night Owl's going to go for a clutch here. He's got one left, and War Within are running towards the objective now. He's going to see him. Night Owl saw him. No, War Within sees him.
I was rooting for Night Owl there. Oh man, bald-headed and GT deserve that for just like having a conversation running around. Well, we're gonna be moving on to the West Mini-Mart objective now. This is an old one, classic one. Been there since day one of Bazaar, I think.
One of my favorites. No strats, best strats.
Just going in and winging it.
All right, Lampy, I'll let you take the lead on this one.
All right.
This one's yours.
All right, we got Nora Mortis, and well, I'm on Fury side right now. So Fury moving up on a very, very aggressive defense here. GT4U pushing up on the north side, and Baldhead in Kiat. War Within is in the courtyard, and we have Mob, who is standing back here, what we like to call the murder window, watching that South Cross.
Looked like Baldhead had just exchanged lasers with BLT for a second. I don't think they spotted each other though. But he does spot
BLT
someone.
across the market there into Split Street. Baldhead did find Chili Ghost. I like this double aggression here, Kiat in on the north side here with GT into the north wall, given that backup on Baldhead. Baldhead could sit here freely and feel comfortable knowing he's not going to get pushed behind him. And BLT coming through center market here, trying to figure out where he's getting shot from.
Yeah, GT's also moving in on the northeast courtyard a bit. BLT is going to be pushing in though. He's hunting.
Yeah, Baldhead's hearing all these footsteps. He knows somebody's out here next to him. It's all a matter if he will find him in which room of Kiat, since there's about 30, seems like. GT is way pushed out, man. He is all the way in that northeast corner. Just waiting for anybody to take that cross across the street. Leaving Mob pretty much the only one to defend OBJ. kind of dangerous. You know, you get somebody to cross that split street,
Got another one down.
or you know, Broadway there, and come across. They could easily get up there on OBJ.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a full send in aggression here. They're trying to just get behind him and kill him before they can make any moves. I mean, GT here with the cover of the palm tree. I mean, when do you ever expect a guy here?
It was
No,
only
I
hurt
know.
by
You really
Bizarre
don't at all.
Kiot.
And it's all coming down to Wilson Delta here. Last man up for no more orders. I don't know if they had a guy drop or did he drop afterwards. We still have 4 on that side in the lobby, but only 3 dots
So-
up top.
I think Ball got 2, War Within got 1, so I believe they did get all 3 of those kills. And Wilson might get shot in the back by Bald-Headed. Nope. War Within's gonna actually take it.
Get shot in the face.
It was right between me and Bald and
Yeah, Fury going all out with their aggressive defense. Like you said, GT all the way across there. He had a good line of sight. I mean, huge risk, but potentially huge reward. He had the line of sight all the way back down North Street towards the objective. So if anyone came out and tried to sneak down that way, even close to the building, that's not where you're going to be looking, and you're just going to get shot. Although getting over there is a pretty difficult thing against a 5-strong roster. That's not somewhere you can normally get to. Which just goes to show when you're playing 4-on-4, like, the strategy's changed.
Especially on a larger map as this one. A little less angles you can cover. Just gonna have to kind of cut through the middle and either go wide with a few or cut through the middle with everybody and try to overpower sides.
All right, Trip, call this one.
All right, we got Fury coming from the south approach, and there looks like they're going to push fast and strong. I think they're going to send one. Bald-Headed is going to go all the way around the southwest side, southwest corner. War Within a Mob start pushing up towards Killbox. Mob going to go towards Red Truck. Shots exchanged. Wilson gets one and runs back towards... They're super exposed. Night Owl and Wilson both standing out in the street in the same area. Mobstar comes around the corner firing. Can't catch anyone. And a bad nade there. Wilson can't get away from it. He's blind. But he gets to get the throw off.
Ooh.
Nice throw
Wow.
with that second flash. You got BLT on the, if you look at the overhead, he's all the way in the northeast courtyard, pushing back towards the Bazaar market now, trying to get those, you know, flank angles, late game angles. I say late game, it's only a minute in. He's crossing the street south. Wilson also on the south side, one of my favorite positions, just hard to get to. But he is exposed on the back, and no one is protecting his backside.
Yeah, Mob's not far. Neither is Bald. They can catch Wilson in the back here.
Wilson just needs to keep them slowed down so that BLT can make his approach.
I think BLT's gonna go hunt for War first.
Billy Ghost got up on top of the table. He's prone on top of the table. That's a different spot there for sure. He sure does like to get prone. It's the second or third time I've seen him prone.
Yeah, never seen somebody get up there. Meanwhile, the entire rest of the team is gone, and Bald-Headed
Bald-Head is on the J. He's capping right now. But Mob took that victory away from him. He said, no, not today, Bald-Head.
Yeah, I don't think there was any northern defense on that one because the BLT flanked all the way through the Bazaar, which left the whole north exposed. And if you just miss that one attacker on your rotation, then you leave that entire north side exposed, and they can just slip right in.
Yeah, but on the attack as well. I mean, BLT was in Kiot, and then, you know, I think he went all the way northeast and came around because nobody was north. Like you were saying, with the 4v4, you probably heard, I think he heard 3 sets of guns in the south. So, I don't know, maybe they just assumed nobody was coming that way, and it looked pretty good. I don't know what quite happened there. You know, they kind of just crumbled at the end. I mean, Wilson was in a good spot, caught Mob off guard, but Mob got an easy kill there, and everything fell after that.
So Fury's back to a 5-man roster. They had their guy come back on their side, and we have Killer Mick on Inora Mortis now.
4v5
4 on
now.
5, Fury with the advantage. And they're all going to come out. There's the gunshots. Inora Mortis is trying to run across the street through the Killbox alley. One goes down, 2 go down. Night Owl getting Wilson, Killer Mike getting Mob, but War getting the refrags. BLT picks up GT. And the Fury is now down to 2, 1 off of objective. War calling a return to objective, bald-headed.
BLT's on a big
Far
flank
off.
here.
This
Chili
might
Ghost
be
needs to
IOM's
confirm
first
his
round
man.
here. This might be their first round.
Bald-headed running back down the street, coming in hot.
Yeah, BLT's taking the south street here. He's gonna surprise these guys on the south side. I don't think they're gonna realize somebody's all the way back here already.
Ooh, but Bald's gonna get this res, put it back up to 2. BLT's got an opportunity soon to strike here.
BLT saw him. He's going for the hunt. Called out. Bald-headed comes around the corner. Bald-headed goes down, but War gets the backside. And now Chili Ghost only has the tag. War was already down, so he just has to tag him.
Yeah, Chili's looking that way. If War makes his peek, he just makes the peek, but Chili misses it.
Oh, hide behind a Hesco, of all things. Right out in the open to hide behind a Hesco.
Oh, he might see Chili through those panels. Ah, he sees the elbow and gets the clutch.
That's
Wow.
one spot you're not really looking. I mean, for me at least, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be looking for somebody behind one of them Hescos, right? I'm looking past him, maybe in one of the, the arches or in the blue room, somewhere that's got more visibility on the OBJ, but definitely not a Hesco spot. Good strategy.
That was a really good round for IOM. Yeah, I think if they had 5 members up, they would have won that one. And that's probably the second round that they could have came out with a win here. But yeah, Fury getting maybe a little too peaky there and getting picked off early. But nevertheless, we're done with map 1 in a real quick fashion. Let's see if we can get a 5v5 for map 2.
I wonder if they're going to rehost, or now that it's supposed to be Fury's host, if they're just going to keep it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to see what they choose to do. I know they're still
Nobody's
looking for a reservist. So if there are any reservists in chat, give Shank the Ronin a message. Go help him out.
Now, do you know if they officially forfeited the entire match, or was it just a map?
It's just the first map that they were forfeiting. Now that they have 4, I think they'll go ahead and they'll play. They'll be playing 4v5.
Okay. And now, just to reiterate,
5v5.
we need an official. Oh yeah, we got it. I was gonna say official reservist, not just send nobody to jump in.
Yes, official reservists.
I didn't want someone thinking that it was a forfeit and anybody could jump in. So
Let's go ahead and set the map. That's gonna be cargo.
Zilla coming in reservist for Inora Mortis.
they are firing off.
They are indeed. They're aggressive. That's what they are.
Oh, he's on the ground.
He's that good. All right, let's follow along with. I want to see what their play is here.
I really hate being this
See some flashlights,
thing.
some night vision. GT and BLT coming into exchange here. Mob also pushing that left side. A little bit of a standoff. BLT gonna swing, get GT, looking for Mob, gonna get a trade. Flash is coming out. Craig gonna find Wilson. We're in a 3v2.
4v2.
4v2, 4.5v2.
Yeah.
Can't read.
IOM's doing a great job here so far.
Craig Zilla pinning down War Within as he pushes out from the objective. BLT gets taken out by Bald, and he swings, but he can't find Night Owl. Now it's a 3-on-1. War Within sees Night Owl, can't get the shots. Now he's rotating to go find the kill. He's hunting. He's chasing kills. They're tunnel vision.
Yeah, War needs to come out of this red container. He's got to know he's the last
Yeah.
man up, and he cannot see OBJ right now.
This could be a
The
cap.
guy he
or-
was hunting is going right onto the objective, and he takes him down.
Yeah, some more
Nice
smokes
job.
there. They could have tried to go for a cap there, but strong round for IOM.
Yeah, we saw a lot of flashes that round. Really, no smokes. I don't think I've seen one smoke come out. A lot of flashes. I think smokes is almost a have to have on cargo. I mean, it's so small, and the OBJs are usually out in the open for the most part. So smokes are really a positive utility on this map.
Yeah, but it looks so much cooler when you cap under a flashbang than a smoke. Just saying.
It's true. I mean, you gotta have a 3 to 5 second cap under you to get that. You know, I think flashes only last what 7 or 8 seconds.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's also a good way to counter the aggression, potentially, is to just flash him and slow him down. That could be a
Yeah,
part of that strategy as well.
absolutely.
Well, we've got a quick push, lots of free fire early coming in, more flashes from both sides. BLT gonna push up, find Delta, looking for GT, gonna find GT, finishes them off.
Yeah, team with the 2-piece there, very nice.
BLT getting taken out by the martyrdom nade, though. Worst way to go.
Quickly, it's a 3v4. Chili gonna push where BLT was, and maybe try to get that position. Take a long east to west angle. Free fire more coming out. Mob gonna find Night Owl. Mob and Craig gonna trade 2v2.
Yeah, and Fury was having a little desynced of a push there. Mob was pushing up by himself, and the other two were still sitting back, kind of in that diamond death.
Ball takes fire from both sides, getting taken out. Now it's all up to War, who might have just peeked and saw Chili there.
Chile making a lot of rotations. They need to just pick a side, pick a spot, and hold their angles. For a 2-man up defense, there's some good spots where you can cover each other.
Yeah,
The more
absolutely.
aggressive they get, the more pushy they get, the more likely that one of them is going to get picked off.
Yeah, and the map is so small that all the audio carries very far. And something like this map, like you said, you just want to find a position where you covering both angles, maybe each other's backs, and just sit. 4 minutes left. You're running around. You know, you're likely to get picked off.
Or hasn't moved. He's just listening for those footsteps.
Yeah, he's being patient. He's taking, some defensive positions and all these cracks and just trying to catch them on their mistakes. He has the time to do that, try to get them impatient and just get an easy pick before you push up.
And Chile did finally find his spot that he enjoys, is the red container in the dark side. Does have a small foot clipping out through the container. He needs to. He could get peeked from, but that's a pretty small clip. I'd have to have some good eyes to see that. Killer Mick giving some good audio to Chile, just telling him just to wait, sit and wait him out.
Chili
Good
getting
comms between
pushy
each
though
other.
again.
He's not listening. Can't take it. I can't take it. I gotta move.
There's only one of them and 2 of us. Let's
I
go.
know. And that's a lot of mentality for some of the newer players. And, even some of the, the older players too, more experienced players. They're just that type of player that they want to get out there and they want to kill something. They can't sit and wait. But you don't want to give your advantage up. Right now you have a 2-man to 1-man advantage, and you're on defense, which gives you even greater advantage. So why make it worse for yourself and get out there and try to be pushy?
2:40 left on the clock. Chili. Wait, where did that come from?
Chili
that
tossed a
Chili's
flash.
name?
Yeah, he
Oh,
tossed a
okay.
flash into tunnel. He's still hunting. He's just running around hunting.
They need to
And he's
gonna
communicate. They
get
need
picked
to
soon.
watch. Oh. Did you see
Enemies
him?
near bridge.
He saw him.
I think he saw him. I don't know how, but he saw him there. Maybe it's just a guess.
He called him out near bridge. But I've never heard that call out before.
think he meant pipes, I guess. You know, the structure of the pipes. Maybe I guess looks like a bridge to him.
Yeah, he tossed something over there too, so I think he has pretty good certainty there's a guy over there.
Another minute down off the clock. War still hasn't crossed center line.
And even a minute and a half, I mean, that's still somewhat of a lifetime here on cargo. Oh, nice flash. Does get him. Does get Chili Ghost. He did back off. Another flash coming out. But Chili Ghost does come victorious. Not getting flashed on that second one. And here we are to say that he was doing things wrong, and he comes out with the kill.
He just wanted to prove us wrong.
Just because you get lucky doesn't mean you were right.
But did he die?
He wanted to. Okay, his name is Chili, right? His name is Chili. He's gonna try to be spicy.
That's
I
right.
guarantee.
And invincible. I mean, Ghost in his name too.
Right. And their team name is something about death, so it's okay if they die.
True.
It's for culture. It's for the story.
And who are now is named BLT is leading the pack here with IOM's kills. Got 4 kills. Nice job. Little nice even spread for Fury. You know, 2 kills apiece for Mobster and Baldhead.
One almost got me. I don't know. He
I'm gonna follow along with BLT.
got him very easily.
BLT with his flashlight.
Gonna probably check the
Mobster.
tunnel again.
Yep, gonna meet Mobster and then they trade in the tunnel.
Nade coming out onto the end of the tunnel. Nice little throw there, a little far.
Almost got Night Owl there. If he would have pushed up a little bit further.
I don't know how you didn't kill me, man.
Killer and Bald exchanging some words. Craig gonna find GT. Oh, it's just 2 of Fury, 1 of Fury. Just War. They know where he is? Yes, they do. And they get that trade. Inora up Rio.
Yeah. And is this Fury's map? I mean, based on
I
being...
believe it is.
That's surprising, you know, going down like this 3-0 so far. I don't know if Fury just kind of got that, you know, relaxed type of vibe from the first map, thinking, you know, oh, it's no big deal. But Inora Mortis is really coming out and showing some stuff here. 100%.
I wonder if, honestly, playing 4v5 loosened him up. You know, maybe they were playing a little tight in the beginning, and especially when you're down, you know, even just 4v4, each pick matters more, right? So maybe they loosened up towards the end of Bazaar, and being loose is helping them out here. I don't know. Just Net's theory.
Yeah, Fury's really got
Maybe-
to take into consideration, just even though that they got the first map, you know, they won at 5-0, but it was also a forfeit. They have to score a point here, or they're going to tie this match, you know? That's something that's got to be in their head right now.
If let's see, if Inora get,
Is that legal?
I guess they can't win it. There's no way they could win it with 6.
They would
No.
win it with 6. They could
Well, they can't
defend
get
this
6.
round and then cap.
Oh,
true.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. So
Yep,
they could win it.
they're
They could
on
outright win
defense,
it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I wonder if Fury just got too loose playing on a 4v4, and that's what's
Yeah.
happening.
I know, picking up Mobster.
Wilson gets Night Owl, but Craig Zilla gets the immediate refrag, and then War Within with a nice headshot through the door takes him down. It's a 3-on-3. The flashes are coming out. Killer Mike now pushing up, trying to pass. Chili Ghost charging into War Within's position. He goes down as well.
Oh, it's a BLT here in the tunnels. Coming out, getting GT.
Coming out, gonna find Bald-Headed and
Uh-oh.
trade. War Within still alive. Fury takes the first point on map number 2.
So okay, now there's no way Inora Mortis could win. the best they can do.
It's tie.
They can't even tie.
You're right.
Yeah, Fury have won. That's okay. They're keeping it close. I think Fury in that round kind of shook off some of their tendencies. Like, they didn't really challenge Tunnel like they've been doing the past 3 rounds. So, probably helped them. They were able to just, like, say, okay, we know what they're going to do. Let's stop doing what we're doing.
They knew Chili was going to end up getting spicy there sooner or later, so they
Yeah.
they held an angle there in the center
Yep.
and just waited for him.
So we move on to the other North OBJ. Let's see what IOM do here.
I'm gonna smoke out objective if one of y'all wants to cap in it.
Sounds like they want to do some smoking and capping. See if that happens.
BLT's gonna come up the tunnel.
He loves that tunnel.
Was
I
that
hear
a shotgun?
I
A
hear
Spaz
shouting.
12 from Wilson. Was that around the corner?
Oh, you ran right past him.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
what is happening in the center here? What is happening? War Within takes down Chili. Chili gets Wilson. War Within finishes him off. Mob picks up a 1. And wait, who's still alive? Night Owl Gamer is still in spawn. Looks like
He's
he
just
put his
coming
headset
alive.
on.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Dude.
oh, my whole team's dead. Cool.
New pro strat. You got a kill out of it.
That was a weird little exchange there in the middle.
It was. I think it was BLT ran in there, and he had one of the defenders right next to him and just ran right past him.
Right.
Killed a different defender, and I thought he was going to get shot in the back, but then one of the other defenders, his offensive player, shot the other defender that was about to shoot him in the back. It was really crazy there in the center. There's no way we could have called that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's chaos of cargo, but I think Fury
you
are
don't go
settling
for
in.
the center. You just don't go for it. Leave the triangle alone.
Yeah, leave it alone. It is like the Bermuda.
You don't need to. I mean, the triangle gets you no benefit.
Yeah. I mean, what if people like the Bermuda Triangle? What if they like the sharks?
Where is the tunnel?
I mean, you have to properly clear it, but the bad thing about coming through that silverish container there is you come through the doors and your feet are exposed, you know, from the red container side, and they can shoot your feet before you even know they're there. That's one big downfall of that.
Yuri had 2 waiting for the cross the tunnel. BLT and Chili Ghost both taking shots. I saw a C4 go out there on the tunnel. Looks like they're going to play a little bit more defensive.
And right now what I'm seeing from IOM is they love to challenge. You know, they're not sitting back and holding angles. They want to be in that gunfight. And that's one thing when you start playing higher level teams that they're really going to you know, dominate you if you want to play that game, because they're just going to wait for you to peek. Nice shot by Chili Ghost there. Mops are quickly
goes
getting
down.
the refrag.
And now the C4 is useless. It's clear. Mob dealing with Craigzilla. He goes down. Craigzilla wins that exchange.
Yeah, GT and War need to sync up here. I don't think they know that was at barrels. They might not have a good count either. But, I mean, Craig's in a good spot if he can separate this fight and go 1 and then 2. GT's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, you almost got to know it's either yellow room or barrels. And GT takes out yellow room first, making sure nobody's in there. He's got to realize, yeah, somebody's at barrels.
Nice flash. Craig looked right at it. He saw it land on the barrel and looked right at it.
Yep.
His whole life flashed before his eyes.
BLT now in an interesting spot here. He just held it though. GT, would walk past it. He's not gonna hold it. He's gonna get caught in the open. Nope, GT doesn't look.
BLT's doing the right thing though. Rotating through the red container, making sure he's not getting capped on. A little exposed, but you almost got to be. There's so many angles here to get capped from. But now's the time to find that spot that you can just sit, right? Pretty much where he's at, if he just watches that cross, he'll be in good shape.
Yeah, BLT's gonna do a lot of rotating. It feels like I don't think he's gonna stay put, and with how War Within is approaching it, it might play into his favor.
It wasn't at War Within last time that was like 3 or 4 minutes left, and he was last man up.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. And Chili took him out.
Chili and BLTs.
It's making me hungry now.
Etch is probably having fresh sushi that he just caught earlier today.
Sushi sounds
Trip.
pretty
Trip is, I said Edge.
good. Same thing.
Same thing.
Hi guys, welcome to the IVRL. I'm your host Etch, and I'm joined by Trip and Lamp.
You could so pass as it too. I got you guys confused earlier by the voice. You guys got similar voices.
Okay. I've now conceded similar is a fact, but I still don't see how you can mix them up. I don't really get that. But hey, I'm not a
Depends what kind of
stranger.
mood Trip's in and how he's talking.
True. How many are in? Yeah, that's also a factor.
Yep. BLT just waiting. War is going super slow. This is the slowest I've ever seen a Fury member move.
And
That's-
if you're on,
The quietest.
if you're on BLT side looking at, at the diamond, you get that. Oh, he did not see it. I was gonna say you get that angle of you can see the feet before, the body comes out of the doors.
So I think you would be right in a normal situation, but I think BLT peeked out, and right-handed corner versus left-handed corner, I think War saw his shoulder first. If he hadn't peeked out, I think he would have seen the feet first and had that.
Yep.
War came through the center, not through the container.
Through the
So
container, right?
Yeah, exactly.
he
yeah.
would have needed to be prone or crouched to see the feet through both doors.
Correct.
Ooh, spicy objective.
Where are we going? We're going to the new
That's
one.
The wide.
I
open one.
really like this one. I really like it.
Let's see how many smokes are thrown out on this one.
All of the smokes.
We really haven't seen a ton of smokes today. So far.
No, just like I think 2.
Yeah.
His name is.
I know where he's gonna come from.
Wilson
Can I
keeps
go?
throwing his rifle up in
Oh,
the air. I
color
thought he was gonna
rifle?
get stuck on the pipes to hit the
No,
hit the
I'll say
pipes.
something.
That would have been a bad feeling.
Free fire comes out. Craigzilla and Wilson trade.
Lost one.
Here comes the
Chili,
smokes.
Chili Ghost getting pushy, coming out center. War Within goes down. Chili Ghost still alive, down but not out. Mob gets BLT. They're pushing up now on the defense.
2v3 currently.
Fury are playing much faster here. They're running around trying to just get these guys off guard. Ball getting behind or right in the middle of 2 of them. Killer's gonna
Nice
look
spot
for him.
there.
Gonna be a trade.
Night Owl all alone. Just misses Mob on the peak. Mob was looking the other way. Looks away. Mob comes back and gets the kill. Timing is everything, folks.
It is. It's
Now
almost guaranteed. If you're looking at a spot and you look away, Somebody's in that spot.
So Fury
Just-
now
just
with
remember-
4 unanswered, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yep.
From a 3-0 lead to a 4-3 deficit for Inor. Just remember, kids, if you're looking at a spot and you want to look away, just don't.
Yeah.
Just look for like another 30 seconds. You have enough time.
And maybe IOM got a little bit relaxed themselves going up 3-0, thinking, you know, hey, we got this. And as soon as you drop your guard like that, that's when team comes back and goes 4-0 on you.
Well, that's adjustment onward, right? I think Fury are kind of keyed in on some of those tendencies and just adjusting to it. I heard them talking about BLT and the tunnel in spawn one of those rounds. They're just adjusting, and they're a good team. They know how to do that.
Here come
Lots
all of the smokes.
All of the smokes.
Killer Mike up in building 3 all by himself. Gonna have to deal with this door. Wilson goes down. He had a nade in hand. Now he's gonna peek the door. Really aggressive play. He goes down to GT. Trade. Night Owl picks up 1.
Killer Mike getting a 2-piece there before he went down. You know, did a great job pushing up and stopping that initial force of the offense, slowing him down a bit.
BLT coming out of the tunnel now. I think Mobster's ready for it. He is. BLT goes down on the flank.
I was gonna say the entire defense is pushed up into the offensive spawn now.
Chili
Yeah.
Ghost also going down to war with
No,
him.
except for Craig. Sorry about that. Cut you off.
There's that prediction onward, you know, the adjustment. Mob knew that a guy was going to come out of that tunnel and just waited there till that happened, and eventually it did. I think Mob knows Craig is hanging out over there in the barrels.
Night Owl saw Mob come out, but he can't get a shot on him, so he's having to rotate, giving away his position. Mob now looking for the feet.
Mob being patient here. Night Owl waiting, though, and they're going to get that trade. Night Owl's still up. Mob also up.
No call-outs from Night Owl, though. Oh, nice shot by Craig Zilla there.
Yeah, Mob was calling him out, and I guess Craig had a nice long angle somewhere. Where was that? That was...
We're building 3 door, I think.
Through building 3 door. Huh. Not sure where War was there, but he was pretty far away. Relative.
4-4. Final point. Who's gonna take it? What are the bets? Put the bets.
And this has got to be an IVRL first, you know, a threesome cast, right? First.
This is indeed. Yes, let's get our bets in. I'm gonna put my money on Fury here.
And we go with Inor Mortis.
Same here. I think in Mortis, just to be on the difference.
Especially for this
All right.
objective, it's so hard to defend. You get surrounded, you get pushed from all the sides. Oh, these nades are thinning the herd, though.
Lots of flashes on OBJ. Chili getting one right on OBJ. Moving in. You gonna go for the cap?
He's in there. He's going to take down GT.
I traded OBJ.
Night Owl coming in. Coming for the final finish of kill.
GT was like, don't leave me, bro.
Oh man, Inor Mortis taking away with it, 5-4. That was good. That was good. Don't leave me. Where are you going?
That's gonna stick with War. I mean, if he got that res, that could have been a different round, maybe. But Night Owl was rushing in there, so he might have gotten a 2-piece at the end. Nevertheless, a fun, fast finish there.
Inor Mortis definitely showing that they can put up a fight. They're a capable team. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some more rounds from them further on in the season, seeing who they get matched up against. we've seen Fury play. They've been around for a while. We know how they play. So I'm more interested in these new up and coming teams.
For sure. PLT finished off with 10, Craigzilla with an 11, so they were the leaders on the IOM side. Saw that War had 11 and Mob with a 9, leading the Fury side. But that was a fun, fast little cast. We're over in less than an hour, and Fury, it's great to see. It's great to see them back. Good to see Bald-headed back. Get some good rounds. Not a surprise at all. They picked Cargo. That's their bread and butter. And Bazaar equally strong. They played really, really well today, despite it being a 4v4. But what are your thoughts, Lampy?
Yeah, I would really like to see. I wish we could turn it back and then have a full roster 5v5 from the beginning to see the true, what Aura Mortis could do, and just having some more, of that true action. We had the so-called reservists, split over to the other side just so they can play a map. And yeah, you got a good little warm-up, but you're not really seeing truly what both teams are capable of. And it could have been more on the Fury side, even if Aura Mortis had all 5 of their guys from the beginning too. So, but that's, it is what it is. You had a couple technical difficulties in the beginning. They finally got in here. They did the best they could. They ran these guys all the way to the last round, 9 rounds there on Cargo, and took the victory. So very exciting. But yeah, I wish we could just turn it back and just have a straight 5v5, both teams, and see what would have happened.
For sure. Let's go ahead and jump back to the standings for NA and just have a little gander and chat about that before we close off for the night. So this is our week 1 standings. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff in flux till we get to week 3 or 4 when stuff settles down. But I'm proud to see Kai number 1, and we're gonna do our best to keep that spot.
This seems doctored. What do you think, Lamp? It seems like he just put himself at the top.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I run the league, and I'm number 1 right now. So no, but you guys are an amazing team. We were actually supposed to scrim you guys tonight at this moment, but availability became an issue, and we couldn't do that tonight. So instead, we got here to cast. So.
Yeah, for sure. Going down the list, we've got, your team Tempo at number 9. We've got some other notable names. Pantheon at number 5. I think they're a pretty awesome up-and-coming team to watch. Notorious at number 11. And who else we got? G-Men are back. They're climbing their way from the bottom, though. They've got 20 teams or 30 teams to get through before they can climb back to the top. But should be an exciting couple of weeks as we go through set 1 and see where all this shakes out and settles down. We have some more teams that are joining. I know 2 teams joined this week, so this list is to continue to grow.
Yeah, if you want to jump to the EU side of things, tomorrow, so the next cast for the IVRL, I'll be casting tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time against the beginners and boss fight. So what a matchup that's going to be. That is that's like a finals caliber type of a match, so really.
Good one.
Now they can hear you talk. But yeah, I agree. I think beginners and boss fight number 1 and number 3 after week 1 should be good. And what else do we have? I know that 8 and 9 played today, Horizon and Silent Purge, and I believe it's a super close game. So we'll have to see where that shakes out. But yeah, the EU ladder is very tight, and a lot of these teams are keeping it close. Definitely, I think the 2-map format. I think we're going to see a lot of close games because of that as well. But this will be exciting to watch week over week and see where it all shakes up.
Absolutely, I love seeing all the EU teams. We're finding more and more coming out of that side, and bringing in some more talent. Because in the past, I've always seen the EU teams being like, here's the top 4, and everybody else is just getting stomped on by those top 4 because they were just so good at that time. So I like seeing a good spread of talent come out of that side.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about that. But I think that's gonna wrap things up for us today. This was a quick match with Fury and Inora Mortis. We've got a couple more casts lined up for the weekend. I believe we've got 2 Saturday and possibly 1 on Sunday. Is that right, Lamp?
Yeah, I'm gonna do again 3:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, beginners and boss fight, and then I'll do a 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern cast. It's looking like the leftovers and Resin Mafia. I do have that up in the league chat. Is for a vote. There's three matches at the 9 p.m. Eastern time, and kind of throwing it out there to the audience and to the public of voting on which map I should cast, or which match I should cast. So, and then Sunday we'll do another EU early match. I think it was Forlorn Hope and Eagles, and I believe that was a 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern. So. Yeah, we got a fun-filled weekend, and that's just me. We got plenty of other casters that may decide to grab some stuff over the weekend. Just cast all over the place, cast on cast all the time.
I also want to remind people that Sunday is when daylight savings ends, so don't show up for your match an hour early or an hour late.
Very true. Everybody check their times and confirm with your teammates, confirm with the opponents that you're playing against, that everybody knows. Maybe even tell them, hey, we play in 5 hours.
Yeah, don't use times. Say,
yeah, don't use times.
Give him an ETA.
Yeah, run that countdown. We
2
play
hours
so
before
many.
sunset.
Right.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, that's a good reminder. Of course, daylight savings. I think, do we lose an hour of sleep? Do we gain one this time around? What is it?
We gain. So the
We gain
clock
one?
will fall backwards.
Good.
Yes. Daylight saving ends. We fall back an hour. So at 3 a.m., it becomes 2 a.m. again.
And I stay
Fantastic.
at 3 a.m. It's great. I no longer have to wake up for 9 o'clock meetings at 9 o'clock. I'm so happy.
One day we'll no longer have daylight savings time, but till that day, we are stuck with this this thing that ruins calendars twice a year. Nevertheless, we had a great cast. Thanks, Lampy. Thanks, Trip. Our first 3-person cast. Maybe we'll do a 4 next time. Who knows? We'll keep adding it. I mean, once it's already chaos, what can you do to it? You can't really make it any more chaotic. So, we'll just keep going and have fun.
Accepted.
We'll get to pretend one day. We'll do it. But till tomorrow, till later on this weekend, I was your host, Etch. We had Lampy and Trip also on the deck. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to both teams for not only playing through map 1, but also giving us an awesome map 2 to watch. We will see you all next time.
Good night, all. God bless you.